I want to ask you something. Have ever you felt stuck, like no matter how much you try, life doesn't move forward? I have felt that many times, and then one day I realized that growth always demands our death, not the death of our body, but the death of what is holding us back. The excuses we repeat every day, the fears we hide behind, and the past we refuse to let go. From my own life, I can tell you, whenever I allowed these things to die, a new me was born. And that is exactly what I want to share with you today. I want to start with excuses. For a long time, even I used to tell myself, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money, I don't have the right people to support me. But later I realized these were not real problems, these were excuses I was protecting myself with. Excuses feel very safe when I say, I cannot do this because I don't have time. I am free from responsibility. But that safety is fake. The truth is, if I want growth, I have to kill these excuses. I started asking myself, what if I stop saying I don't have time and start asking, how can I make time? Suddenly my brain started searching for solutions. Excuses are like walls we build ourselves. Growth begins the moment I break those walls and accept responsibility. That is the first death, the death of excuses. The second thing that must die is fear. I know how fear feels. It paralyzes you before you even try. Fear of failing, fear of being judged, fear of losing. I remember when I wanted to take a new step in my life, fear was my biggest companion. It whispered in my ear, what if you fail? What if people laugh? What if you lose everything? And for years, I listened to that voice. But one day, I asked myself, if I keep listening to fear, where will I be after 5 years? And I saw the answer clearly, in the same place, stuck with regret. So I made a choice, fear has to die. Not that I became fearless overnight, but I started acting despite fear. Slowly the voice of fear became weaker and growth started. Growth will never come as long as is fear alive inside you. To grow, you must let the death of fear happen. The third thing that needs to die is our past. Many times, I kept replaying old mistakes in my mind. I kept thinking, I should not have done that. I should have spoken differently. I should have made a different choice. But when I lived in the past, I was not living in the present. The past became my chain, and you cannot grow when you are tied down. One day I realized the past is dead. Only I am keeping it alive by remembering it again and again. So I decided to let the past die fully, to forgive myself, to release the pain, and to start fresh. When I buried my past, I created space for my future. And that was the moment growth became possible. So now when I look back, I understand why I feel stuck before. I was trying to grow while still carrying my excuses, my fears, and my past. It was like trying to climb a mountain with a heavy bag full of stones. The moment I let those things die, I felt lighter. The moment I buried excuses, killed the fear, and released the past, I created space for a new life to grow. That's why today I believe growth is not about adding more. It is about removing what doesn't serve me anymore. And I want to leave you with this question. If you really want to grow, what needs to die inside you today? Your excuses, your fears, or your past? Because only when you let those things die, the new you can finally be born.